Hey guys, Matteo here, welcome back to a new video, and today I want to talk about my Leica R set again. And the reason is, it's been exactly 2 years since I purchased this set from Mark Magnorella. So I just want to tell you guys my opinion about my investment, if it was worth it, if there are alternatives to these lenses, because I know they're super expensive now. What about the versatility? What did I shoot in these 2 years? I just want to go through some of these points and just talk a little bit more about this incredible set. So there are many versions of these. There's the Samerkhanov, there's the Elmerit with the 2.8, the Samerkhanov are 2, and the Samilux are 1.4. Just to put it out there, I just want to give you guys an idea of what I bought. So the 19 is an Elmerit V1 serial number 3094 something. My latest acquisition, the Leica R 28mm, is an Elmerit as well, 3093 something, so very close to the 19. But this 28mm is a great focal length to work with on the Pocket 6K, the Ursa Mini. I really like it, and I think it's a great travel film lens that I bring with me all the time. I just brought it to Boston where I shot some pretty cool stuff. So I'm shooting with a 35mm f2, so Samerkhanov R. That is, I think, a 31 serial. This guy, 50mm Samerkhanov R f2. This is a 3161 something. And this is the 90mm f2 Samerkhanov R. And this guy is a 3073 something serial number. So as you can tell, they're all between 30 and 31, so a very close serial number. Color match perfectly. Let's start with the first point I want to make. Were these Leica worth the investment? Of course, I don't want to talk about money and their actual value right now, which is crazy, because that doesn't make any sense with actual filmmaking and uses these lenses for work. So in these years, I shot pretty much everything with these lenses, from commercial to documentaries to corporate video, feature films, short films, literally, you name it. And they've been great. And the crazy thing about these guys, I mentioned in my first video, is that yes, they are vintage lenses and they have that character, but they're very usable even for a commercial or corporate videos. So the fact that I use these lenses for 99% of my work in the past 2 years, it's of course worth the investment. I've been charging clients and they have been loving these lenses. Every time we check the footage on the big screen on the Flander, they're shocked. They're like, oh my gosh, what camera is that? I'm like, it's not the camera, it's the lens. And you can literally throw this guy on any camera and it's gonna completely change the character of your footage. I can assure you that. So yes, in my opinion, they're absolutely worth the investment, and I will probably buy them again. Would I buy them right now for 15 grand? Probably so, yeah. Because when you think about the fact that these guys are absolutely comparable to Cooke lenses, the S4 or the Panavision Primo, those sets, they go for under $1,000. We're talking about 15 grand here. So is it a lot of money? Yeah, it's a lot of money, but 15 grand for 5 lenses. These are top players, so when you think about the real cost, I think a 7,000–8,000 for a set, they were probably undervalued, and now they're going, you know, up in prices. Now the second point I want to make is what makes these lenses so special. I think to me is the 3D pop, is that combination of kind of green, the bokeh, which is super creamy, and the separation of the subjects from the background. What's crazy is that it gives you depth even on a wide angle shot when technically everything is in focus, but the level of separation that you have here, it's nuts. Of course, there's plenty sharp, because these lenses, when you close down to 2.8, 4, they're incredibly sharp. At f2, they might be a little softer, and the look they have is so unique. They become almost like recognizable in my opinion. Super portable, I can use them for anything. I can stack it on a photo camera, take some photos. I can use it on my Pocket 6K, I can use it on the Ursa. They're simply amazing. Now, what are the cons? Because of course these lenses are great. They have some cons. Sometimes when you shoot at wide open with these lenses, in a super high contrast situation, you might see some chromatic aberration, some artifacts, something. It's a vintage lens, so I'm absolutely okay with that. The good news is once you step down to 2.8 or 4, it's gone. And it's plenty sharp, no defects whatsoever. It's just a perfect lens. So this is true also for the Canon FD, for the Nikon, for all other vintage lenses. They have some defects and some problems, but that's what they make a vintage lens special. So if you want the perfect lens, the super cynical lens, get a Sigma 18-35, perfect, no artifacts, nothing. That lens though is so flat, it doesn't have a character. It doesn't hit me when I see footage shot on the 18-35. Can you still get some really cool shot? Absolutely, but I'm at the point where I want something to be special and I want it to be able to have a feeling every time I capture a shot. And these guys give me something like emotion. Those Sigma, those Rockinos, they don't. They're just good lenses, no breathing, nothing, but they don't have personality. Now let's talk about something else, because as any vintage piece comes maintenance. I bought them modded from Duclos and they came in great condition. The only problem I had, it was with the 19mm. After a while, the aperture closed by itself. So it happened a couple of times that I was at 2.8 and then I was checking out my footage. I was like, wow, it's kind of dark. And I was looking at it and it was at 4. I sent these to Duclos in May 2021 to get serviced. It came back and it was pretty much the same. So now I have to call Duclos again. It's not as bad, to be completely honest, but I need to fix that. This is something you have to keep in mind, guys. There might be some issues, some troubles, but that's why you want to get this guy from a reputable seller, someone like Mark, someone that can take care of you and you know what he's doing. Now, another question that I keep getting from people is, what's a good alternative to Leica R? I never use the Contax Zeiss lenses. You can find plenty of information on the forums offline. What I did use was the Canon FD, which I love, and I think it's a great entry-level lens for everybody. In order to use this Canon FD on an EF pocket, for example, you need to convert them to EF. You can't use any adapter. Another vintage glass that I use and I highly recommend are the Nikkor lenses. Those are awesome. You can still buy them new actually on eBay. I think they go for 500 to 700 bucks a lens. I use them on the Ursa Mini too, and I like them. I think they're great. Now to the final point I wanted to make about these lenses. Should you buy them now? If you have the money, if you like the look, if you have works coming in, yes, I will buy them now. They're discontinued. It's not that Leica makes these guys anymore. Finding them in good condition, color match, with a very close serial number, it's almost impossible at the moment. So if you see a set for 15K, again, don't sell your house, don't sell your car for them. If you have the money parked in your bank and you think you're gonna use these lenses, yes. Will they keep climbing up? Yeah, I think they will. Will they ever go down? Everything is possible, but you have the money, you're confident you're gonna use them, buy them. From a reputable dealer. Again, I'm gonna leave Mark contacts in the description below. He's probably buried with emails already and he told me that he can't find these lenses, but every once in a while they come up. Send him an email, tell him I sent you. He's gonna waive you the shipping fee, probably gonna give you some discount. Good luck to everyone who wanna purchase a set of Leica. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.